Boom, concrete. That's my concrete truck right there. It's not your typical day, but it is a day in the life as a real estate agent. In the morning time, we're going to check out this property. They're pouring the concrete today. So we're going to look how that's going, and you may learn a little bit about concrete like I did. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned because we're going to learn something about concrete today.
Was there this many this morning?
No. They got quite a few trucks. They're moving now.
Everybody hating you? This y'all street, huh?
We own the lot. We own this place.
Y'all didn't put no grass in for him?
He didn't. That's not him.
This little jumbo?
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen so many concrete trucks. Oh, they've done a lot.
Oh yeah, from that picture he had sent me. This was this morning. He had sent me. Dude, my goddamn hey dude. Oh man.
This thing's gonna be disaster proof.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, don't tell me that.
This is my first. He's pouring concrete, what it look like? Hey. Alright, he's busy talking.
And then we get to come back with more concrete in the walls.
Oh, look at that homeboy. Homeboy's going to town.
Yeah. I mean, for this price of house, that's a $500 a month difference.
I wonder how long. So he controls this whole pump from that?
Yep. And he can move it anywhere he wants to.
Okay. So how does it look like for concrete day? Whenever they come pour it. They did all this morning?
Yep. You have to pour everything in one day. You can't do multiple days unless you had separate structures.
Are they doing that though? Or they just haven't got to those
They haven't got to that yet. So they do the porches and the garage last because those aren't level. They actually slope those.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. How many trucks have y'all had?
There'll be 28 trucks.
28 trucks. And they each take their turn, load up on here?
Yep. And pour it in there, that pumps it out. Yeah.
And this is what? You said around 30?
Just the concrete is 32,000.
Just the concrete, 32,000. Does that include the pump, trucks,
No.
and all that? No?
No.
Is the pump a separate?
Pump separate costs.
What's that look like? Typically?
Sometimes up to about $2,000 a day.
So is there a time where you need it for another day? Because like you said earlier, you want it all done in one day.
You do it all in a day. But it's a flat charge, whether it's 2 hours or...
Oh, I got you. So why would you want a pump? Like
they can't get trucks back here, so they have to pump it in.
What if it was... So if it was more open?
Yeah, if it's more open,
maybe you could probably save some money.
Yeah, sometimes you can, but it also depends on how wide your slab is. This is a lot of concrete too to move. So if it's a smaller slab and not so much concrete, sometimes they'll actually like wheelbarrow in it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of labor.
So what does it look like? How does pricing work for concrete? Is it...
They charge by square foot.
Square foot?
For the labor. And it's by truck or by yard for the concrete. Each truck holds like 10 yards or so. And it's $100+ per yard of concrete. So each truck is $1,000 almost, or a little bit over $1,000.
Oh, okay. I got you. Because it wouldn't be cubic feet since like you're going down too.
It's just volume. Yeah.
Volume. Okay.
Oh, I mean, it's the same thing as cubic foot, but it's a cubic yard.
Oh, okay. About, you said over 100 typically?
Over 100 what?
Per yard?
Yeah, 100. I think he said mine was $109 a yard for this job.
How do they measure that? Just how many yards is from there to here?
It's by the volume on the truck. So they keep going until they have enough. So at the end, they'll be like, okay,
then you actually know.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
They estimate it beforehand.
Is it down to the penny
For what?
for the concrete?
No, this by yard. So whatever. If you have extra, you have to pour it over the side or what?
What are you doing now? Taking off.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff.
What they ship is what they sell you. So if you order too much, you're responsible for pouring that out on the ground.
Yeah. No, but they were like hitting boards off. What are they doing? They were hitting some of the boards off on the side.
So they have, this house is stone all the way around of it. And you'll notice on the top over here, that there's a board laid horizontally. They'll take that board up at the end and that's your brick ledge or your stone ledge.
Oh.
So the concrete is actually edged to like right here.
Yeah, it like overlays.
So it'll leave like a lip.
Yeah.
But they do the same thing for your garage and your door openings.
Do they do anything else special after this to let it settle? Or will it do it naturally?
They'll vibrate it in.
Is that pump?
Yeah. It's called a pencil vibrator.
Pencil vibrator. Okay.
And it just goes down there and it fills the voids in the concrete.
Takes the air.
Yeah, because you don't want, concrete's best when it's solid and you don't want any voids or gaps because that makes it where you can have cracks or weak points.
But I mean, what I've kind of noticed isn't all foundation eventually going to crack somehow? Like
there's always like
it.
surface cracks typically, but you don't want any subsurface cracking. You don't want anything where you can fit like a pencil or anything into it.
And that comes down to doing this right. That air.
Everything. So vibrating it, making sure that you have rebar, or they do post-tension cables sometimes. It's a different type of.
Do they cut these down?
No, so these will actually be.
Or is that for those?
Yeah, for the blocks.
Okay.
So we'll stack the blocks in there and tie the rebar into there for the walls.
Now, does your guy know how to do that?
No, that's us. So we'll be teaching him because he's going to help us out. Yeah.
So when you just make sure you lay it even, square, and then you fill those up with concrete.
Yep.
And so let's say somebody's looking at a house and they say the foundation's cracked. It obviously shifts the house, causes other structural damage. What's the solution to that?
A lot of money.
To the foundation?
You'll have to get someone out to come out and they can like
What is it?
Lift it and all kinds of stuff they can do, but it's not cheap.
So there's a way to save it.
Depends.
How bad it is?
Yeah. Sometimes if it's bad enough, you'll have to rebuild the house.
But obviously if you're going to do that, you've got to tear the house down and fix the foundation of it, right?
Oh yeah, you'd have to pull the foundation out. Like, it'd be very expensive.
Dang. Do you know if that happens a lot?
I know of one house that's happened with before, with a builder who was cutting corners when they were pouring foundations.
Is that where it typically occurs?
Yeah, if you do it right, it's not gonna crack.
So it's not hard.
Right. It's just there's. Have you ever heard the term penny wise, dollar foolish? So they try to save a little bit of money on concrete or rebar, and then in the end it lasts. Instead of saving, maybe they save a couple $100 and it ends up costing them thousands of dollars in the end.
Yeah, I got you. So what were they doing last time? They were just wrapping up the plumbing stuff, or what?
Yeah, they were putting the. So you have to run all your drains in the foundation before you pour it.
Yeah.
And so all these pipes that you see, they're run to one point in the back over there, and that's where you tie into your septic system.
So they were still working on that, because I remember we came out here, was it like a month ago almost?
Yeah.
And they just had it placed in. Y'all are doing like a little water reclaim kind of.
Yeah, Juan, you want to come look?
You want to look at that water tank?
So this building is actually going to be a water cistern. So this house is completely off grid. Solar and rainwater collection. No ties to...
How many gallons was it?
It'll hold 24,000 gallons. So
24,000.
somewhere between 5 to 6 months of water without any rain that it would supply.
So you're getting a pool?
Not right away.
It's right here.
Yeah, you can swim in the cistern.
Did this overspill down here?
Yeah, it's just...
So what, do they just kind of pour a base layer?
They fill in the beams first. That's what those are called, beams.
Yeah. Do they cover it? Did they cover it like that?
I mean, they'll come back and pour the top on.
No, but I'm assuming those were dirt, right? The black mat?
Yeah, that's all covered. So it'll
Why
come
did
up.
they cover it with that?
Oh, the black tarp?
Yeah.
Because concrete is porous and the ground has moisture in it. It keeps moisture from wicking up into your house from the ground.
So they have to wrap all that?
Yeah,
there?
the whole thing was wrapped or covered.
Dang. So how much is something like that?
It was like $500 in plastic.
And how much is in those styrofoam blocks?
22,000, 24,000.
And that's more of like an additional thing, right? Like,
Yeah, the good thing about those is that it does cut out. You don't have to pay for plywood or insulation because
so would the cost even out, or is that still a little more?
It's still more expensive, but it's also pretty much disaster proof.
Yeah.
Like you can run a truck into it and
Rebuild easily?
you wouldn't have to rebuild. Your truck would be effed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the only thing you'd have to do is probably replace your siding or stone or whatever you have on the outside, but that wall's not going anywhere.
It's just that strong?
It's 6-inch reinforced concrete steel.
Dang. Would that add to the stability of the house itself? Like possibly
Oh yeah,
not
I mean,
not shifting?
the only thing that would really mess this house up would be a pretty serious tornado, and even then it would only pull the roof off. It wouldn't collapse the house. It has a big thermal mass, and so your daily swings and temperatures don't really affect the house too much. So it stays pretty constant.
This guy that you're seeing in the video that's talking about concrete, you know, he may seem very smart, very helpful, a great guy. Yeah, totally. But he had tricked us into helping him move over 5,000 pounds in just styrofoam. Great guy, but he tricked us. Watch.
Well, after this, we got solar panels at your house?
Yeah.
Is that what you...
I don't think it's the panels. It's just the inverter.
Is that big?
I don't know.
Is it coming in
It's coming in on
an 18-wheeler?
one mini pallet.
Don't lie to me now. Don't lie to me.
He said 32 by 48 inches.
Don't lie to me. Is that what you brought us over here for? Not to learn something or film stuff, to use our labor?
32 by 48 inches, that weighs 1 ton.
Yeah.
1 ton?
What are you talking about, Connally?
Hey, speaking of that, he drug us out here like a month ago
I told him it was one truck.
to unload all those styrofoam cement blocks, Legos, whatever you want to call it, over what? 5,000 pounds of stuff?
More or less.
18 truck was what? 18-wheeler truck was what? 50 feet long? Me and my poor friend, who's behind the camera, subscribe because he ain't getting paid for this. He didn't even pay us for it.
Yeah, you yourself.
We had to unload all those blocks. How long did it take us? 3 hours? He didn't even bring us water.
I think the unload part was
The worst part is, he hit me up the day before, hey, can you help us unload something from my truck? I'm like, all right, sure. You know, I'm thinking a couple 2x4.
I think you added my truck.
My truck.
Yeah, I think you added my truck in there. I said from a truck.
No, you said your truck. I could
No.
probably pull up the text as evidence.
I don't think so.
A truck. We'll just say a truck. He said, hey, can you help me unload something from a truck? I'm thinking, okay, shovel, a couple 2x4s, maybe a bag of dirt or something. Nah. 50-foot 18-wheeler, 5,000 pounds of styrofoam. The blocks are 8 feet tall. He tricked us. Put it that way.
I plead the fifth on this one.
Yeah, then he does that. You should have. We weren't filming then, but he had that evil look, that arch nemesis type.
I was out there with you helping. I didn't get paid. You did.
Don't listen to
yeah,
him.
come back to that. Yeah. Are we gonna edit that out?
Then you got these over there by themselves. I would not remember that. I'm thinking like, yeah, man, no problem. Sure, I'll come help you unload pieces of wood or something. He didn't even tell us till it rolled up. Oh, that's another thing. I was planning to leave at like 4 that day.
Oh, no, bro. We're gonna,
And he was like, the truck may be here by 5. I'm like, all right, good.
no,
You don't need my help then.
We were just gonna put up a fence and take some things
Yeah, he also had us dragged us into putting up this felt fence that we had to drag half a mile down here. Did you cut your hands?
I don't know about you, but we were able to get it over here pretty easily.
I did it by myself.
You were having some issues.
Because I did it by myself.
There's 2 ways
Child
to do
labor
things.
laws. He abused all of it.
2 ways to do things. The easy way and the Connally way.
But it was useful information. Why? Because now I know not to trust him for anything. Anything he asks, he needs help with.
He doesn't tell you about all the cool stuff that we do. Yeah, where are we going tonight? Let me ask you that.
We're going to a Rat Rock Express game later tonight. We're going to go have some fun and see the what? Space Cowboys? The Space Cowboys?
Let me ask you, how much did that cost you to get to the Round Rock game?
If 50 cents cost me about 2 miles, how many miles is that from here? A couple, probably call it a meal. $10. Look at all this trash. Dude, it's like a fridge. It's like a pantry. Size comparison of what this guy made us do. Mind you, I'm 6'5". Look at this. Over 5,000 pounds of styrofoam. 6 hours of unloading all this. Look at this Yeti. Are we just taking the bags?
Yeah, just the bags.
You hear that? Dude. He just tricked our ass again. Ain't no way. One pallet. That don't look like one pallet. Oh, they're unloading it? I'll sit in the truck. How big did he tell us? Like 38 by 34 or something like that.
Tiny pallet.
Yeah, he said a little tiny pallet. Rolls up in this goddamn 18-wheeler. Let's go see what we're about to see. That's already too much work, bro. Did you get with the city to block 2 roads off today? Huh?
You say you own it.
You own the city. Okay, that's a good sign. It's empty. All this, bro. Did you plan this? Did you get this big of a truck? Big truck, small package?
I smell like a dead animal in there, though.
I don't even smell nothing. How do you smell that?
It did smell like a dead animal.
It smell like...
He don't even want to get it.
I know.
Where's this going? Hey, that's another thing they had me do. You weren't here. It was
Oh, you have to do the carpets?
carpet, rug, and a goddamn couch.
The couch that you use now?
Everything, all the furniture basically we had to get. Hey, just a couple cushions and some pillows. Nah, full couch. 15-foot rug. Oh.
Will that go on the...
I feel like that thing's heavy.
Can we get on the front porch? No.
I bet that thing's heavy. And we're back.
We just got back to the office. caught up on some work, took a chill pill because it was hot outside. We were out there for hours talking about concrete, having to deal with the solar panel stuff. Got ready for the gym, and then we were getting ready to go to the Round Rock Express game that we're going to be going to later tonight.
I wonder if those interns are here still. We had some new interns rolling. Hey, not the code, not the code. Are they gone? Are we making bets? Oh. Are they gone? They got out of here fast, huh? Dang it. I guess we get some chill time now. Relax. This is for you, sir. Just got all changed, got my workout stuff on, about to hit the gym. After the gym, going to pick up my friend. We're going to be headed up to Round Rock to go watch the minor league baseball game tonight. Have some fun up there. A little party suite. Check the game out. And then that'll be it for the day.
Go.
Just rolled up to the Round Rock game tonight. We got the what kind of suite? The United. We're at the USU suite, party suite. We're about to get turned tonight. They're playing the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Round Rock Express versus the Cowboys, Space Cowboys. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna take a dip in the pool, climb on the rock, gonna grub down on some glizzies, huh? Some hamburgers. We're gonna have a good time.
Let's get it.
Boom. No, it's not a pepperoni pizza. That's a baseball field. We just got to the game. We're going inside. We got this nice party suite, party lounge. Shout out Sam Houston, alumni. We're grubbing on hot dogs. We're grubbing on hamburgers. We're feasting. We're eating like kings, all right? We probably sat and ate there for over half the game. Now, we let the sun come down. We let it cool down. Then we decided to go out, sit in the stands, and enjoy America's pastime sport, baseball. Too bad the Express was getting beat by the Space Cowboys or whatever. But in the last inning, the Express almost came back and won. They hit a bomb. They scored some other runs. They almost tied it. They almost got it. But they fell short. They fell short. My buddy that was there with us had almost gotten drilled by a foul ball. I mean, it was his first game ever too, so he didn't really know nothing. Ball was coming. He's sitting there like accepting his fate, all right? He almost got drilled. Too bad it missed him. He's fine. He's fine. We packed it up, had a great time, and we decided to head home. Oh, there's fireworks. Too bad Round Rock Express lost, huh? They got clapped. We're headed back home. Bam! So that was a day, a Friday, day in the life of real. Not your average Friday, not your typical Friday, but a day in the life as a real estate agent. Did some work, learned something new, had some fun. That was the day. Hope you enjoyed watching. Look, if you learned something, if you found it valuable, if you found it entertaining, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do something. It doesn't matter. Just do something. Other than that, deuces.